Hello!
Hello, mate. How's it been?
Not too bad. Welcome to Colour Me Intrigued.
We are back. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it?
Ooh.
3 bloody months. Sorry for the brief interlude we had there.
This is a brief hiatus.
It
A
was
lot
a
briefer than
hiatus.
Blink 182's. Haha.
Yeah, so a lot has happened, hasn't it?
Yeah.
A lot has happened
So
in the last 3 months.
obviously
This
for the last
pandemic.
for the last few months we haven't really been able to catch up, chat, and do our usual thing.
Yeah.
But we're trialing this today.
Indeed.
We've had a meter stick, 2 of them,
This
two-
is 2 meters.
2 meters
measures.
put in between us. We used Donald Trump's own meter stick, so it should be fine.
Wasn't that amazing when every politician was telling you what to do? You should go in quarantine, stay inside, and they're all stood up on a stage next to each other.
Yeah, it's stupid. I saw a lot of people complaining, being like, well, you know, we're happy to go about our daily business as long
Yeah.
as you're going to go back into your parliament houses and stuff like that.
Yeah, a very strange time. So what has happened, Nathan? You can run us through.
Oh, mate. So I'm going to
the
try.
Bad 3 months as far as like news and TV
So-
and series.
So what I'd love to do is do like a speed round and be like bish bash bosh, but I can't talk that fast.
Right.
I wouldn't say I struggle. I'm not stupid, but I'm gonna give you a little rundown of like a few things that have happened,
Yeah.
and we'll take it from there. Sorry about the
River
background
Thames,
noise.
by the way. 'Cause where else? Where else? would
The
we?
River
River
Thames.
Thames, where we have a couple of ducklings.
Are you gonna do the best like David Attenborough? Like, this is what's happening
The
right
majestic
now.
duckling in its own habitat.
No, well, I'll give you a little rundown,
Go on, yeah,
and
run
then
us
you
through.
can you just pick out whatever the fuck you want, man.
Right.
So in no particular order, these are the events that have plagued our nation for the last few months.
Go on.
Well, plagued our world, sorry, for the last few
Indeed.
months.
Yeah.
So we've had Afterlife, Ozark, Tiger King. The world went to lockdown. Sports stopped. McDonald's closed.
No.
Then McDonald's opened.
Yay.
Trump told us to inject bleach. Apparently that's the answer.
Yeah, that happened.
Yep. People went off into space.
Yep.
Black Lives Matter. Obviously. They fucking do. Like, seriously, come on.
Like that's actually on the table to be negotiated. Apparently, people are like, but Black Lives Matter.
But there's no but. Films are delayed. Programs are delayed. Lives are delayed.
Lives are delayed.
But, you know what? We're back.
We're back, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, pretty much. And also, fuck Carol Baskin.
Carol Bass.
Carol Baskin. I know this joke's like pretty much three or 4
Now
months
it's an
old now.
Joke, but we haven't been able to say it.
Yeah, we've not been able to say it. So this is us saying an old joke.
Yeah. So, what did you think of Tiger King? What did you make?
Are we seriously? That's where you want to start.
That's what-
You want to start on a
that's-
3-month-old thing.
We're gonna miss out the fact that there was a global pandemic and just go
Yeah,
to
that's-
the Tiger King.
Okay, so if we just forget everything that's happened and we'll just focus on the media that we've consumed,
Yeah.
minus the news, because the news is shit.
Been kind of dire. It's been a
Ti-
rough patch.
Yeah, Tiger King was it was good. It was pretty fucking crazy. Like, just when you think that you've seen the end, or there's a light at the end of the tunnel, or something new's happened,
Yeah, that was
it's
it.
literally like boom. They just drop another bomb on
It
you.
was the weirdest series I've ever seen because at the same time as being like the most dramatic, it was the fact that every single episode you tune in and you go, surely it can't get weirder. Surely we've seen all of the characters within this small, because it's kind of a small story, right?
Yeah.
It's literally about Joe, Exotic Joe against Carol Baskin. Really, that's the premise of it. But then it's the fact that everybody in it has a backstory and they're all intertwined and so
It's
like
such
they go
a
through it like,
yeah.
oh, this guy's is like gonna be a hitman, and you're like, oh right, okay, and then there's someone else who's like working as a undercover spy for the CIA or
I
something.
love it. It's so many intertwining stories.
Yeah,
It was just a crazy thing to watch,
It
definitely.
was.
And you had so many. It ticked off so many things off your list of
yeah.
what you would want from that kind of show.
Yeah,
Definitely, 100%.
completely.
Loved it.
I can see why everyone loved it. It was just, yeah, you just didn't expect. And also, there's such amazing footage of working with those tigers. Some of it was absolutely heartbreaking. Some of it was like, oh, look at the tiger.
Look at the little
baby
tiger.
cub.
Look at the baby cub. Ooh. What about you? Like, so, you know, we've given our brief thoughts on Tiger King.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other stuff has happened.
Yeah, but
Anything
did you see?
you want to pull up?
Okay, wait. There was the dude with the ponytail, right? Not Joe Exotic.
Not Joe.
The dude that was like also a Tiger King at a nearby.
Oh yeah. That he had like a fucking cult or some bullshit.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he was.
That was crazy, and it was the
Yeah.
fact that there was these girls coming out of it like, yeah, we basically just like they're almost like prostitutes for him, and
Yeah.
they did anything that he wanted them to, because it was like an honor to work with him.
Yeah,
to
I think
work
that's kind of emblematic of what happens in America when you look at like the cults and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like
so
that's.
true.
I know it's a really really bad thing to say, but it's just what happens in America, isn't it?
Yeah.
All these people sign up to be in this cult, and then
Some
it just goes crazy. It just goes haywire. It's just
Yeah.
what happens.
Those girls in it, I was just thinking, really, was it worth it? Was it worth it? I'm glad that like a few of them made it out at least. Some
Yeah.
of them weren't.
I think it's a bit like Scientology. Like a few people
Yeah.
stay in it and stuff like that, and then you get a couple of people leave, and then you get a lot of information
Yes.
about what's been happening,
Yeah.
and it's just crazy to hear.
And it's like behind closed doors, everyone's like,
Yeah, definitely.
that happened. Yeah, a very strange series. I think I didn't quite finish it, to be honest. I think I got to like the last couple of episodes, and then I was like,
Stan, come on, mate.
Can
You're
you...
breaking these people's hearts. You've been locked up in your house for 3 months, and this geezer hasn't even finished Tiger
Do
King.
your research, mate.
Oh, come on, fuck's sake.
But I think, okay, can you recap the last couple? I imagine all it was
don't.
Joe got imprisoned.
Mate, don't fucking test me on this. I watched this shit like 3 months ago. Come on, man.
It's been a while now.
Nah, yeah, he's in prison. He tried to sort of do a little runaway
Right.
exhibition, but
Having
Yeah.
tried to kill her, literally, wasn't it? That was the last bit I'd seen. Like he was actually getting that guy to try and kill her.
he was trying to get her killed, and then he got
Bless the cotton sock.
I couldn't believe the fact that he was trying to run for fucking president and
I
shit
know.
like that. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
That really befuddles me of the fact that anyone pretty much in
Yeah.
America can run for president. Like
Literally, yeah.
people at the moment on Twitter are talking about trying to get The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, as president of the United States. So I'm well up for that.
Definitely.
I think that's brilliant.
We already had the whole Kanye fiasco where he was. Didn't he say he was going to do it last year or something like that?
I think so, yeah.
No, this year. Is there? There must be a presidential election coming up this year.
Nah.
Next year.
Donny J's not been in for 4
Donny
years,
J's been
mate.
Nearly 4 years. It must have been 2016, 2017.
I think 17.
2017, so maybe 2021.
Why don't you let us know in the comments? How long has Donny J been president for?
Research for us, please.
Yeah, please. No, yeah, but it's just I just think that's mad. Like you wouldn't get that in England. Imagine, fuck, James Corden. Oh, James Corden's gonna try for prime minister. Really?
Yeah.
James fucking Corden?
I'd have a problem with that, I think.
That betrayer? No, he's American now.
He needs to just
He doesn't even want to give me season 4 of Gavin and Stacey. He can fuck
give up
off.
his passport.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it, mate. You're American now.
When did that come out? That was the last. The
was
special
Christmas,
at
mate.
Christmas. My God, this year's gone quickly. Has
Has
anyone else
it?
found that? Because honestly, this
I don't
time
know,
has gone
mate.
so quickly.
It literally seems like dragging along next fucking awful sequel to the next.
It's like a terrible. Yeah, you don't really want to see what the next chapter's got.
It kind of feels like the Saw movies. You know, you've gone through one bad tragedy, but the ending was quite good, so you're like, okay, fair enough. And then you get to the second one, it's like, okay, it's all right, it's not too bad. You get to the third one, okay, shit's getting shit now. Like this is awful. Gets to the fourth film, okay.
Everyone's just fatigued.
No, I don't like this.
But how do you make this thing stop?
Yeah, and then you get to the fifth movie, and it's like, okay, can we just stop now? Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about
That's
how
it,
the
isn't it?
year's gone. Can we
2020.
just stop now?
It's been like Requiem for a Dream. That same trajectory.
Definitely.
As Requiem for a Dream.
My favourite tweet that I've seen the whole entire year is someone I don't know who. I'm gonna quote tweet.
Yeah.
But my favourite tweet I've seen all year is someone that said, Can we just put up our Christmas trees now? Or we'll just pretend the whole year's over.
Yeah, good idea.
Perfect. I
Totally
like
up
it.
for that. Totally up for that. We've had, what, 3 or 4 different festivals/gigs go down the pan because of it.
It's
But
been awful.
It's only
Obviously,
postponed until next year, but like
Yeah.
you said, it just feels like you just had to go. Bye 2020.
yeah, I think we kind of as a world, as a globe,
as a species.
yeah, as a species, as humans, we kind of just need to write off 2020 and
Yeah.
just kind of whatever
Clean slate.
happens the rest of this year, whether it's good or bad, if anything good happens,
Yeah.
I think we should just be like, oh, brilliant, didn't really expect that,
Yeah.
and just take that as a plus, take that home, take that to the bank, whatever you want to do with it.
Do you know what? The news has been so bad that when you do get some good news, I'm really there, like, making sure everyone knows about it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think it really pissed me off in the English
Appreciating
in the English media when they tried to make out the fact that Boris Johnson had a baby. Like, that's good news.
yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, thanks.
Thanks for that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sat inside. I can't leave my fucking house.
Yeah.
But this fucking tosspot over here has had a baby. I was brilliant. Nice to know.
Yeah. There was a lot of statuses of sort of like, leave him alone. He had to get the virus
Oh,
too.
please, just be nice
Leave
to
Boris
him.
alone.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be nice to the guy who's earning hundreds of thousands of pounds a month.
To do a lot of. This is the new way of running things. Stay alert. Control the virus. Don't die. It's just so annoying watching him and going, I could have written this. Like, this is.
It is stupid. I
all
think,
bollocks,
like,
just all bollocks.
yeah. I
It's been
think
run terribly in this country if you're internet.
we were talking the other day, weren't we? When you actually sort of,
We didn't need to die.
yeah, you run through the whole, like, the criteria of what the government are telling you
Yeah.
to do here in the UK, and it's just kind of like, oh, save lives, stay alive,
That was
stay at
literally
home,
the slogan was stay alert, control the virus. I can't remember what the last one was.
save lives.
Save lives.
You always forget the save lives bit.
Inactionable things, all 3 of them. As if like we were going to come away and be like, I'm just glad we've learned so much.
Oh, you know
from the
what? I'm going
government
to save so many lives.
by staying
Save so
alert
many
and
lives.
controlling the virus.
It's just all this slogan nonsense, isn't it?
Honestly. They must be held accountable. That's my theory.
Yeah.
It's the fact that they keep answering these questions because there's still those ongoing kind of updates, aren't there? And they keep going. I think now is far too early to be answering these questions. We need to do a full inquiry into what's like you're going to have to answer to the fact that especially the care home stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
The care homes, it's like a scandal in itself. Like the fact that they didn't understand that was going to happen. It's so obvious to so many people. And the quarantining of people coming into this country.
Yeah, it's just.
It's been a shit
honestly,
show. It's been so hard to watch. And
I think the only saving grace, personally for me, in the whole entire world of every single country, has been the Prime Minister of New Zealand. I mean,
we should all move to New Zealand.
I feel like I've got a soft spot for that woman.
Oh, we all do. We all do.
But like, she's seen everything that's going on. She even used the UK as a poor example of how not to do
Don't do it
things.
like them. Just make sure you plan ahead a little bit.
Yeah, I just, I think if you look at that, it kind of gives other countries in the world hope of, you know what, guys, yeah, this shit's awful, it's really kicking off, but here's what you can do.
Yeah.
And they're all kosher now, I believe.
They've got no new cases.
That's brilliant. Like, fair play to them. And if only all the other countries in the world with these ridiculous leaders could just listen and just be like this woman. She is lovely. Please tell me her name.
The worst, I think you can't get worse than America, luckily, because for us we would be leagues worse than any other country because we just didn't anticipate it. They kept going, well, we could probably have some herd immunity take place. Like we'll let it run rife through the ranks of our citizens. Some will die. Some of you, I remember that. Do you remember that at the beginning of that?
Some of your loved ones will die and perish.
Like the Emperor from Star Wars.
So, all right, mate. Cheers for that. Fucking cheery.
Yeah,
I'm trying to eat my spag bowl here. I'm getting all fucking shit in my beard.
Daily struggle, mate. But yeah, so
I just honestly, like, I don't know about anyone else. I feel like I'm going to speak for everyone here. I'm pretty done with all this coronavirus stuff.
so
How about you?
done with lockdown.
How about you?
Done with lockdown. There's like, I think we had all braced ourselves for a good 6 weeks. Good 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, I'll manage that. What, am I still getting fucking paid as well? Oh, it's brilliant.
I'm paid for doing fuck all.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Not bad, eh?
Brilliant. I'll tell you what, yeah, I'll fucking put my feet up. I'll have a fucking can of Stella at 9 o'clock in the morning.
I'll just drink all day, mate. That was something I saw so much of.
Yeah.
I'll just drink all day, mate. It's fine, actually. I'm getting through it, to be honest.
I think, to be fair, how has your alcohol consumption gone during this period?
Alcohol has been very important to me during this
I'll tell you what, I'm not going to lie. I feel like I know it sounds really stupid, but I've tried to stay on top of my alcohol consumption just for the pure fact of I don't want to be that guy when the pubs reopen and the restaurants open. I don't want to be that guy. You got all the lads going out, all the lads going out together. I don't want to be that guy that goes out. He buys 2 pints, and then he's got to go home because he's feeling poorly. I don't want to. I don't want to be that guy. So literally every day, I'm trying to stay on top of it. I'm trying to have at least 2 or 3 beers a day.
You've got to be careful, mate. You've got to make sure you keep it up. You've got to keep that alcohol like constant.
I'm trying. You've got all these other people, literally like all these other podcasters, all these other influencers on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that, and they're trying to, stay healthy, stay fit. You're gonna do this with your children.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna do this. You're gonna live on a keto diet and stuff like that. Have a salad a day. Oh, fuck that, mate.
Beer a day, mate.
Beer a day.
Make sure you're not a pussy when it comes to pubs opening.
That's literally it. I honestly almost just fell off my chair then. That's genuinely been my kind of thought about it. It's just like, you know what? I'm just going to have a beer a day just so I don't look like an absolute tosser when I go to a pub.
You've got to be careful these times.
Imagine you're getting kicked out of Wetherspoons or something like that. You've had 1 pint. It's my first snot out. It's my first.
I just realised.
It's my first alcohol in a few months.
18-year-olds going straight to spoons and they're going like, finally, we can make the most of a pub. We haven't been in one of these yet.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, oh, you are gonna get completely fucked up. That's gonna be mad.
I was gonna say, have you haven't experienced a lockdown birthday, have you?
No.
I'll tell you what, that for me was definitely tomorrow.
Guys, it's my birthday tomorrow. Don't tell anyone.
I definitely think that's a really
18,
strange experience.
18.
I'm 16. Yeah, I think that's a really, really strange experience. Not so. My birthday was back at the end of March, so it was when lockdown first started happening, and I exactly. I definitely feel like that was a really weird experience. So usually birthday, it's not a big one at the moment, thankfully. So I think usually I'll probably see some family, see some friends, have a couple of drinks, have some cake, have some presents, and then probably go out for dinner with my family, like my close immediate family.
This is true.
And then that would probably be it, to be honest.
I said to my mate earlier, I was like, so what are you going to do for your birthday? He goes, I said, are you going to go out for dinner? And then immediately like, well, what can you do? You can't go out for dinner. I guess you ordered. What did you do, Nathan?
But you now can go for a drive-through McDonald's.
Thank God for that.
Oh, brilliant.
Brilliant.
No, but my girlfriend bought me a massive Star Wars Lego set, so I pretty much just spent the day trying to do that.
To be fair, there's been worse days.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, it's one of those things. It's really, when you've been alive for 20 plus years.
18
when you've been alive for 20 plus years, you've always built this thing up in your mind that your birthday is like a special day, really important. And then it gets to it and you're like, well, this is a bit... Really? I've got to spend the whole day inside?
A bit underwhelming.
Yeah, so I think it is what you make it.
True.
You've got to try the best you can. That's pretty much my lockdown advice. Just
try the best you can.
Try the best you can, please.
Stay alert.
Stay alert. And, of course, control the virus.
Control the virus. Play with your Lego. Stay alert. Control the virus. Play with your Lego.
Honestly, I genuinely think he should have come out and said that. March 20th, he should have just said, you know what, guys, we're going to shut all this shit.
Some of your loved ones may die.
But just play with your Lego. Okay. Let's stop fucking about. So, lockdown. The way that I kind of looked at this was, wow, this is going to be pretty good on my bank balance. Can't go anywhere, can't spend any money.
This is the weird thing, right? The economy is crashing, but at the same time, everyone's coming out going, "I've fucking saved a lot, though."
I'll tell you what, my bank balance has not looked healthier.
Exactly.
This is the
Finally.
most money I've had since I went travelling, definitely.
Yeah.
It's
True.
mad.
True that. True that.
Finally hit those 3 figures.
First time ever. The first for everything.
But no, I kind of the way I approached the whole lockdown thing was, okay, I'm going to be spending a lot more time at home. You know what? I'm going to learn a new hobby. I'm going to play my guitar a lot more. I'm going to catch up on everything, film-wise, TV program-wise, everything that I've missed. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to take it all into my brain, and then in 6 months' time, I'm going to just flourish into this butterfly,
Amazing.
and I'm going to know everything.
Yeah.
You know what I've done?
What have you done?
I've watched 7 seasons of The Simpsons. So I mean,
I
take
was
that
just waiting for
take that as you will.
See, that's exactly what I did. There was this moment where I literally wrote down a routine of 9 to 5 things I could do. Every half hour was full of a different thing I was going to learn and take in and work out.
Dude, that's fair.
And then,
How did it go? How many weeks did you last doing that?
well,
Or how many days?
Less than 1 week. It was literally like the 3rd day in, I was already off of it because I think you can only go so far without having anything that you have to do in a way. You know
Yeah.
what's weird is the fact that when you have work, there's this part of you that gets back and goes, I better make the most of the evening. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Really
definitely.
Got to keep that productivity working. And you've got to fit dinner in. There's so much you need to do. So for some reason, I did the workouts. I did PE with Joe. I don't know if anyone else did
Oh
that.
yeah, I did that for like a week, and then I was just like, oh, you know what?
This is hard.
Joe can fuck right off.
We all thought that.
No
was a
worries.
moment-
No worries, Joe. I like you, mate.
We'll all like you, mate.
You seem like a cool dude with your cast
Yeah.
on your arm or whatever the fuck you got, a
Russell
sling
Brand
thing.
voice.
You know what? Fuck it, I can't fucking do that.
Hi guys, how are we today?
I'm fucking well
I'm
ecstatic.
fucking wired. I'm so ready for some press ups. Are you? And then after a while, you'll be there like, please stop. Like every morning at 9
I don't get that as well because he's got like a girlfriend and he's a wife. So he's got a wife and he's got 1 baby.
2 babies.
He's got 2 fucking babies. How is this guy? I don't want to insinuate drug use, but
Speed.
dude's been taking something.
Dude, he's just finally given in.
Whatever he's got,
Give
you
me some.
give me
yeah.
some of that. Wire me up
Maybe
right
like,
now.
Maybe like iron brew tablets or something just wired into his
Yeah,
system.
definitely, 100%. So Lucozade, yeah.
But yeah, he apparently he's lessened his amount of PE he's doing. It's too much for him now.
Fair play. He was doing it every day.
To be
I
fair,
did-
yeah,
I'll tell you what. I did quite enjoy seeing all the people that tried to do something helpful.
Yes.
Joe Wicks, he tried to do something helpful.
He did.
Carol Vorderman, I don't know if you heard about this. Did you hear about this?
No, I didn't. Tell
So
me.
so obviously she was the number girl and the letter girl
She was
on the countdown.
before Rachel Riley.
Yeah. Oh, stop it.
Hot in here, isn't it?
Yeah. So she was obviously the she was the letter number putter upper.
That's what it said on the CV. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know how would you address her job title?
Shelf stacker.
Yeah, the name's Carol Vorderman. Shelf stacker.
You need help writing your CV, Carol.
No, so she's obviously quite a clever and astute person, and she's got her own website to help kids do key stage, like primary school level maths.
Right. Okay.
So she's got her own website that does that. You usually got to pay for it.
Mhm.
She made it free for I think 2 months.
Decent.
And it did. I tried it out.
Yeah.
Didn't pass key stage 1.
Oh,
No, I
realizations.
yeah, we tried it out with the little one, and she got along with it. It seemed quite basic, but
Yeah.
obviously as you move up, it gets a bit harder and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. But yeah, I think just people helping out in that
Doing
way.
things for
You
each
had,
other, yeah.
Oh shit, bald guy,
Ross Kemp.
Professor X,
Patrick Stewart. Was
Patrick
doing a
Stewart.
poem
He was
every
doing
single
sonnets.
day.
He was doing sonnets
One
every
sonnet
single
a
day.
And did you watch any of them?
I watched a few. Like, I'm not
watched
gonna
a
lie,
few.
it got up to double digits, and I was
Yeah.
like,
I think I got Yeah, well, I watched a few. It's not like I understood much of what he was saying, to be honest, but at the same time, good on him.
Yeah, like
Lots
just
of
just the
enjoyed
fact of and that kind of thing. Obviously, recently, in the last few days, we've had Marcus Rashford make like
Yeah.
a massive thing of helping underprivileged children, making sure they can have school meals and stuff like that.
One against Boris Johnson.
Um,
First it got rejected.
Yeah,
and it's
I
just
think
come
it's
through.
just things like that have
Yeah.
really shone a light for me of
Yeah.
you know what, all this bad shit is going on, but there are some shining lights. There
Yeah.
are some good things that
Exactly.
can happen, and there's some good things that are going on.
Yeah, it's been really nice to see. I mean, my family, honestly, dude. Like, my dad managed to get signed up to like an NHS volunteer type thing.
Yeah, I saw they were doing that.
Yeah.
A lot of I think it was in the six figures. Like
Yeah.
it was over 100,000
Isn't
people
that incredible?
that were like, you know what,
I'm
I'm
not doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm furloughed. Let me help. Like that is incredible. And the fact that my sister also was, so students for like medicine students were actually able to volunteer to help. So she went back up to Birmingham where she studies, and she was kind of an interim of between doctor and patient. So she was there going, calling people up, making sure the family knew what was going on with COVID patients. And
yeah.
some of it was a little traumatizing, but she didn't have to give any bad news, luckily. So it's just, it's been really, really nice to see, isn't it?
That's
And then
good.
obviously the NHS clap as well at 8 p.m. every Thursday. That was lovely.
Yeah.
Although I think me and you both feel the same on this, don't we?
He
The
kind
fact
of got
that
a bit.
It's just the fact that nothing was actually done. Like
Yeah.
legislation, no pay rises.
Yeah,
there
no
was
pay rises, no kind of like a real.
No assurances, actually. We
Yeah.
didn't hear a single assurance. Like, don't worry, we're not going to privatise. Your jobs are safe. Anything
Yeah.
like that. Nothing.
I think
So
that's a
it
bit
became
disappointing.
yeah.
I think that's a bit disappointing from our government, but it's quite reassuring from at least the public that live.
Public support each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I really hope that anyone that is listening from any other country, I really hope that you're doing everything you can to kind of support
Yeah.
that kind of
I saw
system.
some great,
No, I definitely, it's you really need to support the people that
Yeah.
are working in these times, because it's really. I'm not gonna like bang on too much, but like I've been working since lockdown.
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't say it's like a key worker role. All I'm doing is taking groceries to people's houses, but at the end of the day, it's a service, and I am putting myself out there to potentially contracting an illness.
Yeah.
I definitely, I don't know. I just think people just need to kind of really think about that when you're seeing people out on the streets,
Yeah.
when you're seeing people, whatever job they are doing, you really need to just kind of be respectful and just really look after each other.
Yeah. Be kind to your fellow human, basically. Yeah. It's so true. Did you see Jason Manford did a shift at Iceland today?
Yeah, it was madness. So I followed Jason Manford on like social media and
me
stuff
too.
like that, and
Down to earth dude, isn't he?
yeah, he's really
down to earth.
down to earth dude. And I think it was 3-4 weeks ago or something like that. He literally posted on his social medias that he tried to get a job with Tesco's, and Tesco's turned him down. Like, that's brilliant. I know it sounds really ridiculous, but imagine being the person that's sifting through the CVs. Jason Manford, comedian. Nah, fuck that. Just literally, it's like he's got like a Tinder profile, and this guy's just swipe left.
Swipe
Fuck him. Nah, don't want this Jason Manford
Comedian?
fella.
Nah.
Comedian. Have you delivered food before? Have you driven a van? Nah.
No customer service experience.
But no, I think once again it goes with what we were saying with those
Yeah,
other celebrities and stuff
exactly.
like that. At least you've got these kind of people that are actually helping out, and they're trying to
Doing
do
their bit.
something,
Yeah.
no matter how minute. Like at least something's happening. If only it was these people
In charge.
in charge of the countries that were actually doing these
If
things.
only,
Yeah.
only. We can dream, I guess.
So I don't know about you, but me personally, I kind of looked at lockdown as a whole bucket list of, you know what, I'm gonna watch all these movies.
Okay, so
I'm
you
gonna
went through
presume.
your lockdown. For me, lockdown has been a weird one, right? So we're here. It's like a little cabin kind of thing. It's something my parents have.
The cabin
rented.
in the woods.
Cabin in the woods. It's
Cabin
a
in
really
the
nice little spot, isn't it? Let's not lie. It's lovely, but
Stan is
actually-
not middle class at all. I'm just gonna point that out.
I got made redundant this lockdown. That's what happened to me.
Jesus,
So
that's some fucking. That's
I work in conferences.
That's some
so
heavy. That's some heavy stuff.
Heavy news indeed. So I imagine a lot of people can be relating to this because it was quite a hefty selection of the people I worked with that got made redundant. It was the conferences team. So big conferences, obviously not going to happen. Makes sense. But it was a bit of a surprise. But at the same time, I think when you look at the grand scale of things, like it is going to change the way we do things for the next couple of years.
I think we spoke about it. I think if you're a big multinational company and you've got all this money to burn, I think you kind of look at international conferences and be like, you know what, is it really worth it? Like, we're spending all this money to send these people here to look at things or learn about things. Can we not just do that over? Oh, you can do it on a computer. You've literally just saved.
Working from home is going to be a huge thing.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Anyway, so I came down to the hut for a week when it first started, and actually, you said to me something like, "Do you know what we should do? This is great for people like you because I'm a songwriter." And you said, "Try and get a couple of albums down. Try and record an album." So I did that week. Got most of a demo list down for my first album, and then wrote another bunch of songs. So I nearly got 2.
Perfect.
So that was my productivity, but there was also that fact of like, I want to do this, and this, learn this, and this. And so I tried to learn Adobe Creative Cloud. I was learning some like Photoshop skills and Lightroom, etc. That's gone fairly well.
Yeah.
But not very well. It's one of those where it's like half hour a day. Not really, but when you can, one of them. But series, like I also came up with a massive lockdown list, which I'll take you through. So we actually, as a family, went through. When you look at your parents and you go, what can I get from you that I might not know that is important for like a cultural standpoint, right? So I was looking at.
I like that. I like the fact that you've kind of.
Yeah.
It's like you're in a little tribe. You're speaking to the elders of the tribe.
Exactly.
You know what can we take from you that's going to help?
Exactly.
It's good.
And this is the thing, like, you don't always know. You don't, like, there's some that we did take strictly from IMDb top 250, something like that. But
I'm going to make sure that I can see everything on the top 2,000 movies on IMDb.
that was my ambition.
Because IMDb is gold.
It is. But there was there's also the fact that, like, we went around and kind of went, a favourite film from each of ours that maybe someone else hadn't seen, and some of them you want to rewatch anyway. So for me, like Eternal Sunshine, something like that, where I added it to the list because I'm like, I don't know if you guys know how great that film is. There's a few of them.
I'll tell you what, that's like genuinely, that's a really, really good idea. I really like that.
It really worked. So we got maybe halfway through. Some of them were you'll be like, what, you haven't seen that? But some of them they hadn't seen. So remember that. I'll take you through them now. Yeah.
I'm genuinely really intrigued by this now.
Okay.
I think that's a really good idea. Like if you are struggling and you're living with other people, like this is such a good thing to do. You don't have to do it with movies. You don't have to do it with TV programs. Do it with music. Do it with anything really.
Exactly.
Do it with food dishes.
You can learn,
what would you usually order at a restaurant? Oh, you have spaghetti bolognese. Yeah. Okay, cool. Like we'll cook that tonight. What about tomorrow? Oh, let's have a feta salad. Yeah, definitely. Like I just
the Weybridge way. The feta salad.
No, I definitely think that's a really, really good. I think that's a good thing to do.
It really was. It worked out nicely actually. Like I agree. Like look at the people you're living with and say what can I gather from you that I learned that I didn't know. So anyway, here we go. We've got.
Are you going to run us through the whole list?
I'll run through. You can maybe like highlight some.
I'll stop you when you say something meaningful.
Okay. Do you know what we did do? I put on here Fellowship of the Ring. They allowed me one Lord of the Rings and one Harry Potter because I was kind of like.
Have your family never seen Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter?
They had seen them. Do you know what they hadn't seen? Was the extended edition of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, you know why?
Because they're 3.5.
Snoozeville.
4.5 hours long.
Yeah, dude.
Do you know what? They loved them.
Really?
They loved seeing because it's done so fully, and none of it seems like wasted content.
Yeah, if you really immerse yourself in it,
yeah.
I can understand. Fair enough.
Really good actually. So we went through all of them. Mum was there like, I love these films.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Amadeus?
No.
That was all about Mozart, and it was the story of Mozart, but kind of like American dramatized.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you've got to throw a bit of intrigue in there. Oh, he had a divorce. He had a mutant baby.
He had. Then he became part of the X-Men. He had a rival composer. So the whole thing is based on Salieri, who's another Italian composer.
Yeah.
And Mozart comes onto the scene, and he's like this funny little guy. I don't know to what point they got like his persona from, but it's literally like a short dude who laughs like this.
So what I'm imagining in my head right now
Yeah.
is Danny DeVito.
More...
Take that as you will.
I can't say that at all. He was young and blonde and naive. That was his character.
That doesn't sound like Danny DeVito at all.
Do you know what? It had, now I'm thinking about it, like, it had kind of airs of Bill and Ted, that film. Like, oddly parodical. But actually, when you look back at it, it was a great film. It was really fantastic. There was, Salieri was narrating from a jail cell from the beginning. So they'd already gone with that kind of thing that's very popular nowadays of mixing up the story.
Mixing up the where you're going to start from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And he's saying like how he's like, have you ever heard of this song? To a priest who comes into his cell. Oh no, he's in a madhouse. Sorry, not a prison. And he basically tells you this story, and you suddenly realise that he's the bad guy in this because he is going through Amadeus's life as a composer, and he's there as like either like a mentor for composing.
Yeah.
So Amadeus is there like looking for help, but he already knows how great he is. He's writing some incredible pieces, and Salieri is there subtly undermining him and making sure that his operas don't go anywhere.
Oh, what a dickhead.
He's a proper dickhead. So like 5 or 6 operas come about, and they're all incredible, and he's watching like with absolute awe, but also going, not very good, mate. I'm not going to get any money from that. You know.
I'll tell you what, mate. This Salieri guy sounds like a proper dickhead.
Proper dickhead. Like he eventually becomes so jealous that he may want to even kill him. And that's where I'll leave it. Dun dun dun.
Whoa.
Good film, honestly. 1980s kind of film, maybe one of them. 80s, maybe 90s. Anyway, dude, I'm gonna pause this.
Do what you want, dude. So if you literally just carry on as if.
Okay.
So, number 2 on the list.
So number 2 is 12 Angry Men.
Yes.
Have you seen
Love
that?
it. Brilliant.
Good film, innit?
Yeah, I think it was one of the movies. So I studied film at college, and it was one of the movies. Do you want to start again? Should we start again?
Alright, let's start.
Yeah, start again. Just so it looks as if it's like
I
a.
just suddenly realised people would
Oh.
headphones on me.
Headphones.
Where did this come from? Number 2 on the list, 12 Angry Men.
Yes, love it.
Yes. It's like 1950, I think. It's really 1945,
Yeah, really.
maybe?
Yeah. So really early on in the cinema stage.
Indeed.
It was one of the movies that I think I got made to watch. I know this is going to sound bad. I got forced to watch by my my film studies teacher at school.
That's good though.
Oh, well,
'cause it's
at college.
a perfect piece.
Yeah. It was so he made like a movies to see before you die list,
Nice.
and 12 Angry Men was on it. I loved it. It was brilliant.
It's
Really
so
good.
It was the fact that it's all in black and white, but it's still like the way it's shot, so that you can really see like the clarity of the eyes. And
Yeah.
It's, I can't remember his first name. Jane Fonda's dad, something Fonda. And he's
Fonda.
incredible. He's
Peter?
really
Peter Fonda?
Sounds about right.
Peter Fonda, I think.
Yeah, he was really
Yeah.
good in it, and the fact that it's all set in one room.
I love that. That's genuinely, for me, that's kind of spawned. I know a few people that know me and my film taste.
Yeah.
It's definitely spawned for me my favourite kind of movie. I really like these claustrophobic type movies.
But not Buried.
I genuinely,
Did like Buried.
really really like Buried.
No one likes Buried.
No, honestly, so claustrophobia movies, I love it. I love it when it's condensed into a really small space.
Like Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods, Devil. Have you ever saw the
I heard
Shyamalan?
about it. It's in a lift, isn't it?
It's all right, and then it gets really shit at the end. But yeah, like those kind of movies are definitely for me. I love it when it's because that for me is more. It's less about the narrative and where the story's going, and
All
it's
the
more
production.
all the production. It's more about character development,
Yeah.
and it's definitely why I love Saw. If you take out all the other scenes where they leave the bathroom, if you just have the bathroom stuff in Saw, brilliant,
Still incredible.
love it.
I think that was the other thing, like the fact that even though like it could have been like on stage or something, couldn't it?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
12 Angry
definitely.
Men.
Yeah.
I think the fact that they move around the room so much, there's a lot of like different ways of shooting it as well that really it keeps you really intensely watching.
It is like a really gripping story as well. Like you can't take away
It's a
from
court
that.
case, isn't it? It's all about a court case. They've all come in. They're all on jury duty. 12 men, and they're trying to decide the fate of a poor kid who's been in what they think is a murder.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Before Sunset. I'm just going to go through the ones I've seen. Okay, Before Sunset is what's the guy that did Boyhood? Do you know the film that takes place in like actual time?
Yeah, I do, but I don't. If you know what I mean.
Ethan Hawke and someone else. Anyway, there's a trilogy: Before Sunset, Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, and After Midnight. I think it's called.
I've heard of that now that you say that.
Incredible, honestly, dude. The dialogue, so like it's so punchy and it really summarizes like a relationship, basically.
Yeah.
Like or like that nervous first date. Really, really good. So the scene is he's on a train. He wants to, I think, just travel Europe for a little bit.
Yeah.
He's in like his 20s. He meets this girl. They want to keep getting to know each other. He asks her to get off the train, and they spend one night in Vienna, I believe.
Would you say it's worth checking out?
Definitely, absolutely.
Okay.
All these films are worth checking out. And let me just run through a few. But Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yeah, obviously.
Robert Redford.
Yeah.
Citizen Kane.
Yeah. Another classic.
Yeah. A little bit underwhelming, I think, that one. Honestly.
Citizen Kane?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Not for me. Bullet with Steve McQueen.
Okay.
It's a 70s film. I think that was more fashion than substance,
Yeah.
if I'm honest. Great car chase scenes, though. Darjeeling Limited, I added this one.
Oh,
One
of
my
course you
favourite
did.
films. Darjeeling Limited. Wes Anderson, man. I love the guy. I think he's done some great films. Not a fan. You're not a fan of Wes Anderson?
No. It's more this film.
Just that film, okay.
Yeah.
What was it, do you know? What you didn't like about it? Oh, Owen Wilson.
That's
Do you know what? He doesn't really
this is
belong
my
there.
impression of Owen Wilson.
Just wonky nose.
Wonk your nose a bit.
Everyone else's impression is, wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Darjeeling Limited did not disappoint. Everyone else loved it. It's such a colourful, vibrant film with a great soundtrack. It's got the Kinks, quite a lot of their more recent songs in it. Just incredible. I loved it. Eternal Sunshine. One
Love
of
it.
my favourites.
Obviously.
I think that's in my top 3 films, I decided.
Wow.
It's way up
Whatever.
ever.
Jesus.
The casting as well. I mean, you've got
Yeah, that's
Jim
fair.
Carrey, Kate Winslet, Mark Ruffalo, Elijah Wood, Kirsten Dunst.
It is good, yeah.
It's incredible.
Can't fault that,
Jeffrey
definitely.
Rush. So yeah, that was definitely like one of the highlights. I love that film. A Few Good Men. That was on there.
Yes, I've remind me a little bit of the plot.
Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson. We actually, to be fair, we haven't watched that one yet. That's not on the
Okay.
watch list. Fellowship of the Ring. We watched all of them. I talked about that. Green Mile. Tom
Yeah,
Hanks.
yeah.
Dude. Yeah. That's an incredible film.
Yeah.
I think that should be more renowned than it is.
Yeah.
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 Screw you, any Half-Blood Prince. We watched a couple of the Harry Potter. So Prisoner of Azkaban. Everyone.
Dude,
keeps telling
don't
me-
let's not skip over. So
One of your faves.
for those of the people that think that Chamber of Secrets is the best Harry Potter movie,
Please tell me no one thinks that.
dude,
That's a terrible.
honestly,
didn't
it
enjoy
goes
that film.
it goes Prisoner of Azkaban, Chamber of Secrets. Those are the
No.
2 best Harry Potter
I
movies.
personally always put Goblet of Fire quite high up there.
Goblet of Fire is a piece of shit.
No,
Honestly,
it isn't.
no, it fucking is.
So is it Tonk? Oh.
No, Goblet of Fire is a piece of shit. Prisoner of Azkaban is it's the third movie. Am I correct? Third movie. It is where we start actually getting dark. We start getting into the dark stuff of Harry Potter. I fucking love it. Yeah, Alfonso something. Coron? Yeah, something like that. He honestly, he saw the darkness that the Chamber of Secrets had, and he multiplied it by like 50.
Very clever.
Fucking brilliant.
And there's the whole kind of what do you call it? The timepiece where they can kind of zip back and forth.
Honestly, that
plot.
one,
really
it's my favourite Harry Potter movie. It really, really is. Honestly, if I had to rank them, it would go Prisoner of Azkaban, Chamber of Secrets, and then Deathly Hallows 1, I think.
Really? 1?
Or Deathly
With
Hallows
the
2.
hiding in the woods, the whole movie.
Deathly Hallows
like
2.
film.
Deathly Hallows.
Oh, the big finale.
Both of them. Let's just put them both together.
For me, it would go. Oh, the other one is Half-Blood Prince.
Nah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about like what was happening.
Snooze Fest.
It's
Snooze Fest.
Yeah, I know. It gets good at the end when you've got the kind of dark stuff with Dumbledore, who's like, Harry, you must do this.
Yeah, you got to do this. Blah blah blah.
To be fair, they could have made that a lot more like harrowing than it was actually. Now I look at it. Anyway, so where did I get to? Half-Blood Prince. Others that I've seen, there's a few here I added like that I haven't seen. So High Society is like a Marilyn Monroe film. Interstellar, I wanted Mum to see it. Inception, we all wanted to see it. In Which We Serve is John. Can't remember his name. Jojo Rabbit, I added.
Jojo Rabbit's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
King Hearts and Coronets. King of Comedy with Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
I'm desperate to see that, so it's a Joker as well, and it makes such a reference to the film. Lars and the Real Girl was suggested to me by a friend. It's a Ryan Gosling film.
Okay.
Quite quirky. I think he's going out with a sex doll or something.
Ryan Gosling does these quirky movies. That's his thing.
He's done a few good ones.
He'll do like 10 quirky movies, and then he'll do one like La La Land.
Blockbuster. Like, what did he last do? The one where he goes into space.
Fuck Life. Was it Life?
Nah, that was
he in Life? No, it was Jake. Yeah.
Yeah. It was an astronaut film. Yeah. Anyway, Le Mans. We watched Le Mans.
Any good?
I loved Christian Bale in this role. I loved it. It was the first time I realised Christian Bale is English. I never knew he was English. Why does no one talk about that? No one says Christian Bale is one of our most treasured Britons.
He's our finest actor.
No one says like I don't even. I thought he must have been like Aussie or Canadian or something.
Dude, when we're smashing out people like Michael Caine, I think that Christian Bale can just take a back seat. Just saying.
Not that good, really, compared to what we got. Helen Mirren. That was a great film actually. Really great story. Like, it was a story that needs to be told, and it was all about like an underdog who overcomes, etc.
Yeah.
From someone that's really dedicated to the trade of making cars better, and it was the first time Ford actually hit the scene of racing.
Yeah.
Good film. Really good film. Other than that, we went through Some Like It Hot. Have you heard of that? Marilyn Monroe?
Dun, dun, I have indeed. If Marilyn Monroe's been in a movie, I've heard of it. I can't say I've seen it.
Okay, the thing about that was it's so dated. It made us all kind of uncomfortable and sad.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I think that's the thing. If you see anything from kind of between the 20s and the 50s, you kind of just wince because you're a bit like, ugh, outdated reference.
It's the fact that she's treated like this kind of like
symbol.
Yeah, just like they literally play this like sexy porn music every time she's shown on camera. Like, not even doing anything.
But that was her thing back in the day. Obviously, she was that sex symbol for people.
That's the problem though. I think people go, that was her thing, like as if she elected herself. It's just
no, I wouldn't. Yeah, she wouldn't elect herself to be that. But I mean, at the end of the day, she was the first or second.
Iconic sex symbol.
Yeah, massive female symbol within cinema, and I think it's kind of the case of whatever you can do to kind of get shown on screen more.
The plot line is twisted as well. It's all about like tricking her into bed with someone.
Brilliant.
Yeah, the whole 2.5. Well,
that's not dated as fuck.
Oh, just cringe. So yeah, not a fan of that one. Then I saw All the President's Men with Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman.
Sounds like a lot of old white geezers to me, man.
It's all about Watergate,
Okay.
a whole scandal. It was about the journalists that actually dug that up
Yeah.
and made sure that they were like all held to answer for what they'd done, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And slow moving film. There's a lot of kind of stuff you don't really know what they're on about. If I'm honest, like it really goes in depth.
Yeah. Seems a lot of chit chat.
Yeah, the whole story is supposed to be very smoke and mirrors, and it comes across actually within like how it's filmed, the dialogue, etc. But no, it's not a bad film. Other than that, we saw The Producers. Do you remember the old Producers? Not the recent one. It's got
No, I can't say I do.
what's Willy Wonka? That guy. Gene
Hackman.
No, that's not
Gene Hackman.
Wilding? No.
Gene Hackman.
Anyway, it was him in a film that was probably the silliest film I've ever seen. They have to produce
Silliest.
They have to produce a play that they know will fail, so they just go for like this one that's called Springtime for Hitler, and it's hilarious. It is hilarious, but at the same time, it's just so silly. There's a lot of shouting. It's very dated nowadays.
Sounds lovely.
Cabaret, we watched. Cabaret was alright. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of others. I'll just go quickly through.
What kind of thing? What are you most looking forward to that's on your lockdown list?
Oh, I mean, I've added Interstellar, Inception, King of Comedy. I'm so excited for with Robert De Niro.
Yeah, definitely.
Magnificent Seven, Moonlight Kingdom. That's another Wes Anderson. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest I've seen. Philadelphia I haven't seen, and that's I think one of the only Tom Hanks films I haven't seen.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that.
Okay.
Truman Show, that'll be good. Rudderless is a film.
You've seen Truman Show, haven't you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. It's just worth checking. Worth checking these things.
Rear Window as well.
You never seen Rear Window?
Never seen it.
Dude, I got really when I was about I think 21 or 22.
Yeah.
I got really, really high. Not really, really high as in drugs, but as in really, really high on. I got really, really chuffed on. Really chuffed on Hitchcock movies. I literally got all of them:
okay.
Psycho, Rear Window, Vertigo, like everything. Birds.
Yeah, I dug one up, and it looks like a really collector's edition.
Yeah.
I didn't realise I had. It's called Lifeboat. Have you heard of that?
I think so. Yeah.
Hitchcock film.
But honestly, Hitchcock movies are fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Loved it.
That's something I never did. I need to go back over them.
Yeah, I'd definitely suggest it. I really like as well if you can get like the special editions where they show you trailers from back in the day.
Okay.
So I think it's Psycho. If you get the special edition of Psycho, they've got a trailer from the 60s, and it's just how they kind of introduce the movie to you is it's pretty crazy stuff. It's just interesting to see sort of how they would try and entice people to cinema. So
it's not like they're going like above and beyond in graphic. It's not like a graphic.
No, not at all. It's more just intriguing to see, how we get intrigued by movies in the 2000s compared to in the 1960s, 1970s. How they try and get people involved in movie. Yeah, definitely marketing, trailers, all that kind of thing. But yeah, definitely like anything Hitchcockian is. There's
one on here
worth watching
called With Nail and I. Have you ever seen that?
No, I can't say I have.
That is one of the most British films ever, and it really reminded me of like how you are at university when like you've got that one friend that just totally wants to get fucked up. Like they're just always like, "Where's the next drink coming from? Can we smoke another cigarette?"
Yeah.
And they basically end up, Richard Griffiths, who plays Dudley's dad.
Yeah.
Mr. Vernon
Dudley.
Indeed.
Dursley.
Yeah,
Is it
Dursley. That's the one.
Dursley.
He's in that film. It was really, really fun to watch. Actually, it was just so British. It was maybe like 80s, I guess. And they were just going on like a accidental holiday with no money and just trying to like make.
As you do.
Yeah, exactly. And there's some really great quotes from it. It's very British, very very British.
Well, that sounds pretty cool.
It's like a cult classic,
Yeah.
and you can see why. Other than that, I don't know. Fargo is on here. Cool Hand Luke. I wanted to have something with what's his name?
Neil
Forgot his name
Diamond.
now. No, not Neil Diamond.
Neil Buchanan.
Um,
What was the guy that goes to the moon?
Paul Newman.
Neil Armstrong.
That's who I mean. Paul Newman.
Oh, Paul Newman. There's just me just naming all the famous Neils I can.
Anyone Neil.
Neil from The Betweeners.
Yeah, Paul Newman with his. Oh, he's the other one in Butch Cassidy.
Butch Cassidy.
Yeah, that's
And
a
the Sundance Kid.
Mum put Shaun of the Dead on here. I'm pleased with that.
Has she seen it or?
I don't think she's given it the attention.
Oh,
it deserves.
dude, yeah, honestly, that's
The classic.
magnificent.
Yeah. I think that's about it, really.
So there's a few I think you've missed out on. Not gonna
Really?
lie. Yeah, definitely.
Go on, then. Go on, Nathan.
Where's a good gangster movie? Where's Goodfellas?
I think just everyone appreciated it. It was just one of those. We all seen it. We all know it's a great film.
We all know it's good. The Shining. Give me a good horror movie on that list, mate.
Yeah, no, they're not into the horror.
Not into horror
They're
genre.
yeah, I think I did recommend The Shining, and they were just kind of like, isn't that a bit gory?
Also, 500 Days of Summer. It's my favourite romantic
we
movie.
actually put that on the list for a second, and then
That's-
everyone went, "Well, we do watch that a lot, Stan."
We do that. We do watch that once a month.
Film we know.
Yeah. No, that's brilliant for me personally.
But yeah, any others?
I'm trying to think of like good things to kind of advise to watch whilst you're locked up at home.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want anything too constricting. I mean, me personally, if you're being locked down, locked up, or whatever, however you want to state
What
that,
to watch when you're
at
locked
home.
up?
Yeah, you want to watch something that's kind of free roaming. You kind of want to go for like a Spider-Man or something like that. Something where they roam and they go places.
That's what my sister did. She just got Disney Plus and just went through all of the Marvel films. Basically, a lot of people are doing them in order now. They can because
Yeah, I was one of those. I did.
you?
I did do that. Done that.
Of course you are.
Dude, I cried like a fucking baby
At what?
at Endgame.
Oh,
It's so I saw Endgame twice in the cinema,
Yeah.
and then I haven't watched it since.
Yeah.
Just because it's too
Well,
harrowing.
I need
And
to
then
watch that again.
first time I watched it again, I was literally like, oh fuck, this is gonna get me. And you know it's gonna come every time, and then it got me. Cried like a baby.
Oh, that's a good film. I do miss them. Other than that, I did watch. Did you see Afterlife?
Yes, indeedy. That was on the top 10.
It was for ages. Like
Yeah.
a weirdly long amount of time. I thought, honestly, that series as a unit wasn't that great. Controversial opinion.
I'll tell you what, I'm not a fan at all of Ricky Gervais. He's never
You're
been.
not, are you? Yeah.
He's never been in my top 5,
No.
not top 10, not
Do
20.
you know what? A lot of us feel the same. Dude.
He's not a
Honestly.
great comedian for me
The
personally.
thing is, there's this whole thing about him being like your everyday guy, and actually, a lot of the time, I'm thinking, I'm like, it's so obvious that like a lot of people could do this, do what you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I always when it came to obviously Carl Pilkington, Stephen Merchant,
Yeah.
and Ricky Gervais,
Yeah.
I always liked the other two guys more.
Yeah.
I always felt like Stephen Merchant was a bit more. He was quite.
More of a character. In a way.
Yeah, and he was a lot more satirical,
Yeah.
and also he was a lot more quick-witted.
Clever. Very
Whereas Ricky
clever.
Gervais kind of seemed like he need to work for it.
There's a lot of him going.
Yeah, and then obviously Carl Pilkington is literally just the idiot of the show,
Yeah.
but he's brilliant.
He plays it well.
Regardless of whether that's a character
Yeah.
trait of his or
Yeah.
not.
Sometimes there's those lines he comes out with, and you
He-
feel like they
yeah.
are very off the cuff.
I think for me, Carl Pilkington kind of rides that line between is he like this or is
Yeah.
he playing a character?
always think
He
it,
rides that
yeah.
very well.
Yeah.
He's very good at that. So fair play to him. But I think just Ricky Gervais is just, I don't know, he's just a bit boring for me.
Boring. Afterlife for me, I think there are moments, but I don't think it deserves the plaudits it's getting, because honestly, there's this whole thing with the therapist Oh, it just goes on and on, and every single episode, you know, you're gonna get a bit of just the therapist saying something inappropriate.
Yeah.
And you just wouldn't stay there, would you? If you were that guy getting advice off of him, you'd go, "This isn't gonna work because you're not gonna be good at it as a therapist."
I mean, I think I enjoyed the season if I just kind of look back at it as a whole, and I kind of look back at the 5-minute recap that you'd get on streaming services, but I just I don't know.
Yeah, for me there was a great ending, a really moving, emotional, heartbreaking ending.
Yeah, definitely.
Just, I think that's the problem. Everybody felt that. It does tear your heartstrings that bit, but they're looking at that as the series, and actually there wasn't that many great laughs. There wasn't that many great heartbreaking moments, which is also something it's supposed to do. And I just thought, it's not worth like everything it's getting.
I do quite enjoy all the like sub characters you get in there, the side characters. I do like the guy that plays
The postie.
the postie, Joe Wilkinson.
Yeah,
I really enjoy him.
He's
He's a funny guy. The woman that plays the prostitute, she's quite
funny.
charming in a strange way.
Yeah. Well, this is it. Like, it gives credit to the everyday person. And actually, it's a really touching sentiment in itself, right? Just that kind of like looking around at your neighborhood, and these characters kind of feel familiar.
Yeah, I kind of just want him to hurry up and bang the Indian girl that works in his office.
Do you think that's a thing?
Oh, it's definitely a fucking thing. Come on, she fancies him. 100% she fancies him.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've gauged from the first 2 seasons. And if that relationship doesn't happen,
I'm not getting that.
I'm going to be a bit like, really?
Genuinely, I'm not getting that vibe.
I mean, it's not Ross and Rachel.
At him sometimes like, you're all right, but I think that it's misinterpreted. I think sometimes
I don't know.
It seems like she's being friendly, but actually, I don't think she wants to get with him. I don't think anyone would. No. The love interest is not her. It's the one he works with. The care home, even.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I definitely think they could do.
Come about in the last bit.
But they could definitely do something with that girl that he works with at the office. It would be more just kind of like, how would we write that into the story?
Let us know if you agree with Nathan and that he should ban the Indian girl. I feel like you're not going to get a lot of people going, yeah, that's definitely going to happen.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely. He's definitely 100% going to happen.
Other than that, dude, I think I've just been going through Fresh Prince. Been enjoying a bit of the old classics. That's what I've been doing. I went through all of Always Sunny, which was 14 series.
Jesus, did you finish it?
Finished it all.
Fucking hell.
And I completed Red Dead Redemption as well.
I think, mate, I think you deserve. I think you should write to the writers of Always Sunny, and you should get some form of commendation for your efforts.
Medal. Yeah, please.
Yeah, definitely.
Something to put
Can we organise that? Can we sort that out?
Yeah.
I'm currently working my way through Scrubs.
Hey, classic.
So I've finished that probably 2 or 3 times already, but it's just it's one of those things.
Aren't they now?
Yeah.
Real doctors, real friends.
Fake doctors, real friends.
Yeah, and it's just going through each episode and getting like Bill Murray and everything. Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Bill.
Bill Murray. Bill Lawrence.
Bill Lawrence.
Bill Lawrence.
Yeah.
He's the guy that created it and wrote it and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you know that he's married to Jordan?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he's married to Jordan.
Oh, awesome.
I don't know why I know these random Scrubs facts. I think it's from back in the day when he used to buy the box sets, and then he used to watch all of the additional features and stuff like that.
Man over here.
Honestly, I loved Scrubs. Brilliant.
I'm finding it strange that there's a phrase now which is stan. You're being such a stan. Donald Faison literally said to JD, "You are such a stan" on Instagram because
did you not know that? That's the thing. Apparently, if you're a stan,
you're like a hardcore, like would go to the ends of the earth, throw yourself off a bridge.
Oh, you're such a fucking stan.
Oh, I know.
You're such a stan for that.
It's my name. There's nothing I can do about it.
Can we please stop offending Stan with his name?
Yeah,
thank you.
Stop it.
Much appreciated. All right. Well, why don't we call this a wrap now?
Wrap it up. I think we've still got some stuff to go over. We'll be back next week.
That's not a bad thing. Yeah. So I think we're going to try and continue doing these.
Yes.
Obviously, we've had a bit of a hiatus. We've had a bit of a hiatus. But yeah, I think this has been good. We've enjoyed ourselves. I think we want to try and get back to doing these weekly again, and we'll throw some throw some things out there to talk about. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy listening.
Hope you will.
Well, you fucking better do.
Got nothing better to do, have you?
Exactly. Well, if you're not fucking listening to this, what are you doing?
You furloughed cretin.
Hey, you furloughed arsehole, what are you doing?
See you next week, guys. It's been lovely. This is Colour Me Intrigued.
Oh, yeah.
We're back.